What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of this week's Fan Mail of the Week. I really hope you guys have been enjoying thus far. I mean, so many great things have been happening over the last month. So many blockbuster announcements and news regarding wrestling, video games, movies, entertainment. I mean, the Seattle Seahawks won the Super Bowl. I mean, everything has been chaotic thus far. It's been a very, very interesting month and a half, I guess you could say, in a sense, given the fact that 2014 really is starting to look amazing, especially as we progress forward. So Dragon Ball Z Battle of Z, guys, is already out. For those of you out there who haven't already checked out my previous episodes, I really recommend you guys to do that, because I will say this: the game is hard as shit, but it's not impossible to beat, because I finally beat the game, and it's absolutely amazing. So nevertheless, guys, let us begin the questions for this week. I really apologize if I don't get to answer all of your questions, guys. I get so many messages per freaking day. So nevertheless, guys, let's begin with our first question, which is from,
hey there, Alex. Just Steven try and send you another questions. I don't know if you got my other ones, but anyways, I think you're the, before we get started, I think you're the best YouTuber, one of the most that gives back to the fans and communicates with them and tries to give them same thing that we give you, because you're the best YouTuber, I believe. You're #1 on my list. But, yeah, I think you should have the most subscribers. To the, keep up the, yeah. Anyways, to the questions, I got a list. As I've been watching, Battle of Z videos, which I got my own copy right here. Epic. Super Saiyan guy, Goku. Yeah, anyways, as I've been watching them and playing the game, I was wondering, I've been thinking how the Buu saga was really focused on Vegeta in a way, because, I've been thinking, like, from him blowing himself up to save his family, Bulma and Trunks, and even Kakarot, to him admitting during the final fight with Kid Buu that Goku is better than him, stronger than him, and just all around greater than him. But I want to hear your opinion. I've just been thinking about it and think that it was really focused on Vegeta, not intentionally, just like it kind of was in there as maybe like a little a hidden story type, Easter egg type thing. Yeah, anyways, anyway, second question, as I've been playing Battle of Z, I believe it's the hardest one. I don't believe it's the best, not the worst. It's a fun, but hard game. You really need to be focused into it and stuff. I was wondering what mission has given you the most trouble. For me, it's the Volley one, because you gotta do Volley, then the Cyberman, then Legendary Volley, and I think it's just hard and stuff all around, bro. Anyways, I wanna hear your comments and which one you believe is hard. I've been watching your videos and you just fly through every mission stuff. There's been a couple that gave you trouble, but yeah. Anyway, question number 3. Where do you think the WWE franchise itself is? What direction do you think it's heading and in the future? I've been trying to keep up with it, but I mean, between Brock Lesnar, Batista, the whole thing with Randy Orton and John Cena, and then with the Wyatts and Daniel Bryan, there's just been a whole mess. I think it's really going downhill. Like, I think it's, I mean, I wasn't around for like the Attitude Era, but I mean, I watched it with I watched whatever I could with my dad and stuff. He's into it, I'm into it, so it's kind of like what we do. But I mean, I think it's really going downhill from what it could be and what it should be, with the whole authority back and forth thing. But anyway, what are your opinions on it? What direction do you think it's going to head on in the near future, to like in 5, maybe 10 years? Where do you see it standing as the most watched wrestling network, or do you think like things like TNA are going to take over? Anyways, to the next question. What do you think about the music industry? And like the same thing with WWE. How do you think it's heading? I think like we need like, I mean, have you heard Eminem's new album? I like Eminem, like one of my favorite rappers. I like him. I like his album. And then there's just those like, I mean, you see mine. So I was twerking nude on Wrecking Balls to Lil Wayne, high 24/7, and like it's just all out, just like messed up. I think really the country is still like the one thing that hasn't changed, and that's why I'm starting to get into it. I think really the gaming world is going to start taking over, and a lot of like music franchises are trying to go to YouTube and starting to take away from the fame from people like you that work hard, deserve it, and get fans from just walking all day. And that's another reason why I think you should be #1 on the list. But we can't do anything about it. It's what other people's opinions are. Sorry. And yeah, and okay. So next question. I have this one just as Justin Bieber. What is he doing? Say whatever you want about that. And I don't even know anymore what to say. He's just from again a neighbor's house being arrested while he was drag racing high and drunk. But I don't even know anymore. But yeah, that's all I got for today. That's all my questions. Hope you get them. Keep up the good one. And destroy Yamcha. Okay. Bye.
So I noticed that you had the Super Bowl on in the background. Well, I mean, I missed parts of the show. I didn't really watch this year's Super Bowl like that. I heard it was just a shutout, so I can actually hear in the background how they were talking about the Seahawks and whatever. But thank you for the questions, man. To answer your first question, do I think the Buu saga focused more on Vegeta? I would have to say, in a sense, yeah, because why else would he be there if they weren't going to focus in on him just a little bit? I feel like he had a very important role in helping Goku, in helping saving the Earth, because if it wasn't for him, where would Goku be? You know, maybe he could have defeated Buu if he was fresh, maybe. But by him admitting that Goku was greater than him, I think that it provided more closure for Vegeta than anything else, because he finally admitted, like, shit, man, you know, no matter how far, no matter how hard I push myself, this guy, you know, figures out a way around it and goes beyond that, so I have to give him respect for that. So, in my personal opinion, do I believe the Buu saga focused on Vegeta? I would really have to say yes, because how else did they not focus in on Vegeta? You know, he had a very important role, you know what I mean? So, for me personally, I think that Vegeta did do his part, although I wanted to see him do more. I feel like he could have combated Buu in a different manner, in a sense. Maybe he could have gotten to the point where he was so pissed off he finally became a Super Saiyan 3 and helped Goku out. Even though I would like it to where Buu would beat down 2 Super Saiyan 3s, it still would have made a little bit more sense to see how powerful Buu really is, you know, taking on 2 Super Saiyan 3s rather than just, you know, 1 Super Saiyan 3 and 1 Super Saiyan 2. So, do I think that the Buu saga focused in on Vegeta? Yes. Because if not, then why would they feature him so much? You know, they had him battle Buu back and forth, you know, just to hold him off. So I do think he has a very significant role. So do I think they focused in on Vegeta? Yes. To answer your second question, hardest mission on Battle of Z. Damn, that's pretty interesting. There were a few missions that really gave me trouble. I think I speak for everybody when I say that the mission with Cell and Cell Juniors was really, really hard. But like I said, guys, if you go back and you watch my Dragon Ball Z videos, I will show you how to get through it. It's very, very easy if you use the following characters. Now, you have to use Super Saiyan Trunks because he has a very unique combination system with his sword. So I would have to say use Super Saiyan Trunks. And also have Super Saiyan Gohan on your team. Have 3 of them because they are all medics and they will all help you. Now, although a lot of people didn't really play single player by themselves and get through it, some people play with co-op and whatnot, I got through the game, you know, by myself, single player. It was hard. You know, I was buying a lot of senzu beans. I was equipping senzu beans. I was equipping all the good cards, and pretty much I moved on forward. So I would have to say Trunks is a very suitable character to use. So for me, I think the hardest missions were the final mission with Cell, and I would have to say if there were anything else that was hard to that, it was probably the Noble Saiyans mission when you had to fight every single Saiyan at one time, and that was really, really hard actually, because I really couldn't get past the Super Saiyans, because once you get through the normal Saiyans, you have to fight every single Super Saiyan, and it was incredibly hard. Towards the ending of the game, obviously I used Bills, and Bills pretty much eradicated everybody. So the hardest missions for me thus far were the Cell Jr. missions and the Cell mission, of course, the final Cell mission, and the one that follows up from that, which is the Noble Saiyans mission. We had to fight all the Saiyans. So to answer your third question, what direction do I see the WWE in the future? Well, as of right now, you know, CM Punk quit. It's kind of sad that he left. He was one of my favorite wrestlers. But he left for a very good reason, you know. The direction of the company. Number one, the company is not giving you what you really want, per se. You know, there are millions of people that want to see Daniel Bryan, Dolph Ziggler, you know, not so much of Batista or Brock Lesnar. I mean, who really, you know, wants to see those guys anymore? I mean, really. Yeah, there are some people, but mainly if you look at the crowd reaction, people want to see Cody Rhodes, Dolph Ziggler, you know, Daniel Bryan especially, the Wyatt family, Luke Harper and Bray Wyatt, you know, Dean Ambrose and stuff like that. So, honestly, the direction of the WWE, I can't really say. I love the WWE. I've been sticking around through the bad and the good, so honestly, where do I see the direction? I do see them taking really bad directions. What do I see in their future? I do believe that they still will be around. They'll still be successful. The company itself will still be alive and thriving. But in a sense of direction, I really don't see how they can just rejuvenate from this, because, you know, CM Punk left. You have other people that are being unhappy of the WWE bringing back like part-timers like Batista and Lesnar. I mean, it makes no sense, you know. I mean, they're bitching and complaining about not having stars, but you're not even building stars. You're bringing back old guys, you know. Yeah, it's good business to a certain extent, but yeah, what happens if they leave? You know, then what? I mean, what do you have to build for your business? So for me, I think it's best to build young stars. They already have young established stars. They just need to execute them even more. Like I said, Ziggler, Bryan especially. Bryan is number one. So, for me personally, I do believe that if they don't really get their act together, they're going to be in hot water. TNA right now is in the shits because they're not doing so good. Everybody's leaving TNA. TNA is a sinking ship. It's kind of sad too if you look at it, but in the end, it is what it is. You know, like when you don't have a good creative team, when you don't have a good sense of direction, your company's going to fall eventually. So I really hope that's not the case for the WWE. But at this point, I'm still interested in it. And I'm not going to stop watching it for any given reason, so that's pretty much my take. To answer your fourth question, the music industry. The music industry is weird. I feel like rap music and hip-hop today isn't really what it is. I'm pretty sure, like, most of these mainstream artists just want to produce, like, you know, sort of say, I would have to say, like club music and house music and shit like that. Like, it's not really... Rap and hip-hop isn't what it once was, you know what I mean? Yeah, I heard Eminem's new album. Eminem's new album is great. Rap God, Survivor, Monster. I mean, the guy is really, really talented, you know, and I think he's the last of a dying breed. But in terms of rap and hip-hop, a lot of these guys are rapping about the same shit. Money, hoes, cars, and, you know, vacations and all that shit. Like, nobody wants to fucking hear that, you know? Like, not everybody's rich, you know? So why are you gonna rap and sing and talk about something that has no correlation to the common man, you know? Like, not everybody's a fucking 100 millionaire, you know? Like, it's just weird. I don't know. For me personally, the music industry is going in the shits as well, because nobody's really, you know, themselves anymore. Everybody pretty much sells out for the best of interest for them, you know? Like, they would sell out for a couple of dollars, and it's pretty sad. But, yeah, the music industry, man, if it doesn't make a comeback, it's just gonna be in the shits forever. So, And my final thoughts on your final question with Justin Bieber: fuck Justin Bieber. Who cares about Justin Bieber? Justin Bieber is a arrogant, pompous little punk who has money and he thinks he's fucking ruling the world. Dude, if I had Justin Bieber's money, I would not do half the shit that he's doing. I would be smart about my money. He goes off and he spits on his fans. He's speeding around, buying Lambos and shit. Who am I to tell him what to buy, you know? Like, if you want to go buy fucking 50,000 Bugattis, be my guest, man. But when the time comes where when somehow you're going to be broke and you're going to be in debt, then what? You're going to be selling all your Bugattis. You're going to be wasting all your money, dude. Those are all toys. You know, learn to invest in good things and positive things, but instead he's going off doing senseless things, and I really do believe he deserves to be in jail. But not like Hollywood jail. Go to like fucking gangster ass jail, like fucking Guantanamo Bay or Rikers Island, or you know, somewhere like that, like a fucking state penitentiary where there are like killers in there and shit. Like, that'll harden him up. That'll teach him some freaking respect. But we all know the celebrities don't really go through that. They go to like their little Hollywood prison cells where they have everything in there and they're pretty much safe. So honestly, man, thank you for the questions. It really means a lot, and I really hope you enjoyed the Super Bowl, man. So thank you for the compliments, and I really hope you have a great day, man. And now moving on to the next question, which is from Alex Volkers. Hey Alex, what's up? I'm Alex. Hi Alex, what's going on, motherfucker? Alright, this is my first fan mail ever. I really like your videos. You can always make me happy, even if I'm really down. Thank you, man. So thank you for that. I mean, you don't have to thank me for that, bro. Not at all. So thank you. Alright, so let's get on to the questions. Alright, question 1. How is the new chair? Finally, somebody who knows. Question 2. Would you like to see Vegeta defeat Bills as a Super Saiyan God? Question 3. Have you ever played League of Legends? If so, what is your name? I'd love to play with you. Question 4. I wanted to play guitar my whole life. I'm 17 now, and I have been playing for 5 years. That's fucking awesome. I've been told that I'm really good, but I'm not sure if I can make it my career. I am more passionate and devoted to playing the guitar than anything else. Music is my life. Do you think I should try to make it my career, or just keep it as a hobby? Those are all my questions. Thank you so much for answering them. I really hope to see you more often in the future. Well, thanks again. You are the best. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. God bless you as well, Mr. Alex. All right, well, to answer your first question, how's my new chair? It's fucking awesome. I mean, it's pretty much the same chair. It's pretty much the same chair that I had last time, except this one has a cushion, you know, and it has like back support or whatever. It's the same fucking chair, except the other one, it had no cushion because my ass completely obliterated it, and it had no back cushion because my back completely obliterated it. So I'm really happy that I have this bad boy right over here. I'm pretty sure in about 2 years I'm going to complain again because it's probably going to just get worn out as well. But as for the new chair, my ass is very thankful, rather than just sitting on that freaking cinder block of a chair that I had last time. So how's the new chair? Feels good. My ass is very, very thankful. Well, to answer your second question, no. I don't think anybody should defeat Bills in terms of single characters. I think if anybody should defeat Bills, it should be a fusion, Gogeta or Vegito. No, that is the only logical thing, but not just normal or Super Saiyan Gogeta or Vegito. I mean like Super Saiyan 3 Vegito, Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta, or Super Saiyan God Vegito, or Super Saiyan God Gogeta, because I feel like a fusion would be enough to probably be on par with Bills, especially if they go on to the next step and become greater than their common form. Then I do believe they would have a very, very fair chance, I guess you would say, in defeating Bills. So Bills and Whis are incredible characters. I really can't wait to see Whis fight, because in Battle of Z, as you guys saw, I used Bills. Tremendous character. I used Whis. Whis was alright. Excuse me, I had to burp right there. God. Whis was a medic character. Whis was pretty fun. But I believe if anybody's going to defeat Bills, it should be a fusion until, you know, Whis steps in the picture. I would love to see Whis combat a fusion, because he is the most powerful character within Dragon Ball Z history. So I believe Whis would be more than capable of taking on a fusion fairly easily. So my thoughts on Vegeta, I cannot wait. For those of you out there who missed out on my epic video, I announced that the new movie will be coming out, and it will be coming out because, number one of two reasons. Number one, it was announced in the first Battle of the Gods when they said that Bills will return. So what does that initially say? say, another movie. And Akira Toriyama had an interview where he was pretty much talking about it, and they want to use Jine as Goku's mother to make her first appearance, along with introducing Vegeta as the protagonist. So I think that'll be really, really fun. So honestly, if anything, I do believe that Vegeta should be a Super Saiyan God because he definitely deserves it. So to answer your third question, honestly, man, I haven't played League of Legends just yet. I am planning on playing it, so for those of you out there that are looking forward to me playing that game, I cannot wait. But also, guys, I need your help. I want to know if there is any good splitter / converter for the PS4, because I really want to start recording the PS4, and I want to start showing you guys some PS4 stuff, because the PlayStation 4 at this point is phenomenal, and I really want to get to show you guys more. So I really need your help on that, and if I can do that, then you guys are going to see some freaking amazing videos, including some DC Universe and a whole bunch of other stuff. So and to answer your final question, dude, all right, you've been playing the guitar for 5 years, right? And you say you're really passionate about music. So if you're passionate about something, why aren't you going to go and do it? I'm passionate about wrestling. I love professional wrestling. I fucking adore it. I love it, so why wouldn't I go for it? So for you, you love music. Why wouldn't you want to go and pursue your career? Why wouldn't you want to go into a guitar career, Guitarists out there, I think they lack passion in a sense, and I do believe that if you were to showcase your talent on YouTube, showcase your talent in front of people, then I do think you'll get very far, because that's what people look for. Creativity is very I guess you could say absent in the last couple of years, because not a lot of people are creative. So if you're as good as people say, I think you should get better by practicing more and more and doing more and more. So I think personally that you can get really, really far if you actually put your heart and soul into it. So I really believe that you should go on ahead and do that, because you've been doing it for 5 years, right? You just don't want to waste five years of your time, So for me personally, I think that you should go on ahead and do it, because if you've been playing it for 5 years, that's 5 years experience. You keep on doing it, you're going to become great, and you're only 17 years old. So for me, I would say, why not? I personally believe that you will get very, very far if you just put your mind into it. So, but once again, Mr. Alex, thank you for the questions, man. God bless you, and I really hope you have an amazing day, my friend. And now moving on to the next question, which is from Patrick Frick. Hey Alex, I've started watching your fan mail videos and I figured I could ask you a few questions. I am new to this question thing, so here are the questions. Question 1, do you think a fresh Super Saiyan 3 could have beaten Super Buu, because it is told that Super Buu is the strongest amongst the Boos? And I was just wondering, well, which Buu are you talking about? Are you talking about regular Super Buu or Super Buu absorbed? Question 2, why do you think Goku can't survive a supernova? Because now Goku is a god, and it didn't take in the movie Polygon to absorb. Alright, well, I'm assuming that Goku can indeed survive 2 at once in God mode. What are your thoughts? Question 3, do you think the new Godzilla 2014 movie will be any good? Last question, actually. In the end of the Buu saga, Kid Buu was able to survive a supernova multiple times. When Goku threw that spirit bomb, it obliterated Buu, so that spirit bomb had to be more powerful than a supernova. But if it was, why didn't the Kai's planet not explode? Is it because of Goku's positive energy? Thanks, Alex. Your videos are awesome, and I'm hoping Fox takes DBZ seriously as much as you do. Thanks again, DBZ, all the way. Oh, I couldn't agree more, my friend. To answer your first question, when you talk about a fresh Buu, are you talking about Kid Buu? Because if you're talking about Kid Buu, then perhaps, yeah. I mean, Goku kind of admitted that when he was fighting with Vegeta. He was like, hey, listen, I could have beat him, but I wanted to give him, I wanted to give you a chance and stuff like that. So, it made no sense for me, number one, because if I was fighting Buu, I would have just obliterated him right off the bat. But if we're talking Super Buu, right, like the tall, skinny one, then I do believe that Super Saiyan 3 would not be enough, honestly. Even if he were to fight, Super Buu at his full power, I do think they would probably be on par. Do I believe that, Goku or Vegeta or whoever could have achieved Super Saiyan 3 can defeat Super Buu? Honestly, can't really say. I would have to say no, because Super Buu is just, I mean, we saw what he did to Gotenks, right? And that's a fusion Super Saiyan 3. So logically, you would think, he'd be a lot stronger than a regular Super Saiyan 3. But in this case, I do believe that it wouldn't be enough, to be honest. Super Buu is that powerful. If you're talking about the absorbed version, then absolutely not. Super Buu absorbed would destroy any Super Saiyan 3, fresh or not. So, to answer your second question, I do believe that Super Saiyan God Goku can withstand a supernova. The reason why Goku absorbed that Planet Buster was because he knew right off the bat that if he didn't absorb it or do anything to stop it, that would have been the end of the entire planet. So, I believe Goku regularly could not survive a supernova. I do believe in his Super Saiyan 1 and 2 forms, he probably cannot. Maybe in his Super Saiyan 3 form, I do believe Goku would be able to survive, but in the end, he would be clinging on to life. In terms of Super Saiyan God Goku, I do believe he would be able to survive a supernova because he's obtained godly powers, so why wouldn't he be able to do that, you know? But I mean, those are just my opinions on it. So honestly, I do believe that Goku would be able to survive only if he was in God form. So, honestly, I'm not so sure about surviving 2 of them. That'll be a little too much, I believe. Well, maybe, I don't know. So, but can he survive 1? Absolutely. So, to answer your third question, Godzilla 2014. Godzilla 2014, to me, is going to be a fantastic film because the film itself is going to hold a lot of credibility to the actual tradition of Dragon Ball Z, of Godzilla, because Godzilla in Japan holds a lot of tradition, you know, having to be the ultimate kaiju. So for me personally, I do believe that the 2014 movie of Godzilla will be a lot better than the 1998 version. I want to see if they're going to have any Mutos go up against Godzilla, and for those of you out there who don't know what a Mutos is, it's pretty much other creatures. There was a rumor that Godzilla will fight at least 1 or 2 other creatures within the film. I really can't wait for that because that'll be absolutely amazing to see. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Godzilla is going to bring to the table, and I really hope all of you guys go and see it because Godzilla 2014 is going to be a phenomenal film. I really don't see how a lot of people are bashing the film, criticizing the film, when in fact the film is going to hold to its credibility and being an ultimate kaiju film. And I believe Godzilla 2014 is going to be phenomenal. It's going to be way better than Pacific Rim. It's going to be way better than any other monster movie we saw in the last couple of years. So honestly, if you're looking for a review, you guys know where to come to because I'm definitely going to do a review on that. I'm actually going to go with my friends to the movie theater as well. Hopefully, Paul's going to join me, but Godzilla 2014 is definitely going to be one of those films that I cannot wait for. So, the CG looks amazing. Everything looks amazing. So, honestly, Godzilla 2014 is a movie I think everybody should go see. So, and to answer your final question, the only reason why I believe that the bomb did not blow up the entire planet is because of the fact that, yeah, maybe it has to do with something with Goku's positive energy. But at the same time, the actual spirit bomb didn't go within the planet. All he did was push it. So he pushed it, and I'm pretty sure from there it pretty much, you know, went off into orbit and blew up somewhere else. It didn't actually blow up within the actual planet itself, because if the bomb went within the actual planet, I do believe the planet would be cooked. So I do believe that Goku's positive energy has something to do with the planet not blowing up. But then again, I mean, I'm pretty sure Akira Toriyama was not thinking about that. So honestly, if it had to do something with Goku's positive energy, then that's the key source. So, but thank you for the questions, Patrick. I really hope you have a fantastic day, my friend. So now we're moving on to the next question, which is from DBZ and Assassin's Creed. Hello, UnrealEntGaming. You are awesome and funny. Thank you, man. So now, question number 1. I think a girl likes me, but how can I tell? And if she does, how should I approach her? Question 2. So how did you get into Dragon Ball Z? Question 3. If you had a superpower, what would it be? Mine would be flying. Question 4. What is your favorite beer? Those are all my questions. Thank you for answering them. P.S. Fuck dynamics! And P.S.S. Yamcha is useless. Very useless. Just as useless as Yajirobe and Hercule. Alright, well, to answer your first question, if you think a girl likes you, how could you tell? You could tell if she flirts with you, if she's glancing at you, if she texts you, if she talks to you a lot. Then you could tell that she's interested in you. I mean, it's always a common thing, you know? In order to tell if a girl likes you, you look for certain key attributes. If she's texting you, if she's talking to you, if she's flirting with you, if she keeps looking at you, if she keeps smiling at you, if she keeps trying to go within your vicinity and around your area. So I think that's a very key component. So, and if you know she likes her, how should you approach her? I think you should approach her in a very respectable manner. Just talk to her, have simple conversation, and then later on down the road, be like, hey, can I ask you a serious question? I have a feeling that you like like me? Is that true? And, you know, just get her to talk to you more. You know, open up with her. If you feel like she's the one, then just completely open up and just share your feelings with her. Honestly, you can't really know right off the bat. You're gonna have to give it time. Don't approach her saying, hey, I like you and stuff like that. You know, it's gonna seem kind of like stalker-ish or kind of like rude. But if she does admit that she likes you, I think you should just go on and take it to the next step. If not, just build on upon time, because time, it takes time for everything, honestly. So I do believe that if and only if she likes you, I think you should approach her and start carrying on from there. If not, then just, you know, slowly begin to fade away, because if she doesn't like you, if that's how you just feel, then what else can you do about that? So that's just my overall take on that. So to answer your second question, I've answered this so many times before, but how did I get into Dragon Ball Z? To make a long story short, I came home from school one day. I used to love watching Ed, and Eddie, and Johnny Bravo, and Courage the Cowardly Dog, and I noticed that it wasn't on. So I was just like, fuck, what am I gonna do? You know, I think I was about in the 3rd or 4th grade. So as I'm flipping through channels, the first thing I come across was this golden-haired, big, muscled-up guy fighting this white, you know, alien with like purple and shit, and it was Goku versus Frieza. I swear to God, I must have watched like 5 seconds of it, and I fell in love. I was just like, whoa. And it was so ironic because Goku punched Frieza, I believe, and he went through a mountain. I was like, whoa, what the fuck is this? So pretty much from then on in, I started watching it, and I remember as I watched it, I was like, oh, that's a pretty cool show. And then as the days went by and as the weeks went by, I was more into Dragon Ball Z. I was like, oh, whoa, like what's going on here? So I started watching more and more and more and more and more and more and more, and then I pretty much got hooked from there because you know, it offered so much. So I was just like, oh, this is incredible. So it pretty much built from there. The first time I think the best moment ever was the first time I got to saw Goku become a Super Saiyan 3. That was incredible. I think that was a moment where I will never ever relive that again, because seeing it for the first time ever, it gave me goosebumps, literally. I was shaking. I was like, this is the most epic thing I have ever saw in my entire life. So that's how I pretty much got into Dragon Ball Z, man. To answer your third question, superpowers. Mine would be to be able to fly as well, to be honest, because who wouldn't want to fly around? But honestly, I think if I had to take another one, I would probably say the ability to have incredible ultimate super strength. Like, let's say I'm able to move planets. Like, that would be fucking serious. Like, I would love that so much. And pretty much, like, from then on in, I'm able to do so much more. So I think having the ability to fly and have ultimate strength, that would be the best. So if I had to pick two, those would be it. But if I had to pick one, it would be super strength. And to answer your final question, my favorite beer is... Well, I don't really drink beer like that. But if I had to select one, I would have to say it is Corona Light. I mean, most people would say Heineken or, you know, Miller or whatever, Bud Light, whatever. I would have to say Corona Light. I've always wanted to try some of these newer beers that keep coming out, you know. I don't really see why not. But I want to know from you guys, like, what do you think is the best you know, beer out there, or at least what is your favorite beer, to say the least? So those would have to be my little choices for beers. So I would have to say Corona. But once again, man, thank you for the questions, Mr. DBZ, and I really hope you have a fantastic day, my friend. So now moving on to the next question, which is from Kale. Hello, Alex. I have some questions for you today. All right, here we go. Question 1. Do you have any advice on how to treat your girlfriend? Question 2. Have you ever read any of Mark Dice's books? Question C1. What if one of the gods is a Super Saiyan god and he is in the final form of Super Saiyan god? Oh, that's fucking nice. I like that. I like that question. Question 4. What do you think about makeup? Question 5. Personality or looks? Question 6. What do you think about PDA? Question 7. Is there any things to know about dating session? Oh, okay. So any dating advice that you should know about? All right. Question number 8. Do you know any good gaming headsets out there? Question 9. What if Paul and Yamcha? Question 10. How is your new chair? Question 11. How is life? Those are all my questions for you today, Alex. PS the bracket. The PSS, the Saiyans won. Of course they did. Thank you, man. PSSS. F you, Alex. Well, not you. Well, if you're talking about Sean and Aaron's brother, then yes. F him. Alright, well, to answer your first question, any advice on how to treat your girlfriend? Well, treat her with respect. Treat her with, like, passion. have emotion. Just treat her like a human being. Don't lie. Don't be senseless. Don't be careless. Don't be heartless. Don't be abusive. Don't be controlling. Don't be don't be any of those things. Don't be an asshole, pretty much. Don't pressure her into sex. Don't pressure her into doing something she doesn't want to do. Love her, talk to her, be there for her, interact with her, get her to do the things that you like, and get yourself to do the things that she likes. So in order to keep your girlfriend, man, it's all about compassion. It's all about, spending time with one another. It's all about, learning from one another. It's not just about sex. I mean, don't get me wrong, sex is awesome, but if you're going to have a girlfriend, don't be so clingy. Just be a man and allow her to be a woman. That's it. To answer your second question, have I ever read any of Mark Dice's books? I've always wanted to read the Bloodline Illuminati one, but I wasn't able to get my hands on it. I really want to see how the book actually is, because I heard some stuff about it, so I'm very interested on that, to be honest. So to answer your first concept, that would be sick. I would love that. I would truly love that, because if one of the gods is a Super Saiyan god, then it pretty much goes back to the Saiyan saga, Saiyan versus Saiyan. And I think that'll be incredibly sick, because number one, you're gonna have Super Saiyan God, Goku, Super Saiyan God Vegeta versus this new Super Saiyan God, and he's in his final form. So that pretty much just says that he can teach Goku and Vegeta how to unlock, their powers even more. So honestly, I do believe that it'll be very sick. Personally, for me, I do believe that if they were to introduce another Super Saiyan God, it'll be extremely awesome, number one, because then we get to actually see how this new Super Saiyan God can combat the Z Fighters, and I do believe that it'll be sick, especially if Goku and Vegeta decide to fuse to fight this new enemy. It'll be absolutely amazing. So for me personally, I think it's a great concept. To answer your fourth question, what do I think about makeup? Honestly, I really don't think most of the girls should hide their natural looks and just base it all on, makeup and whatnot, because I do believe what makes a girl pretty isn't really makeup. Makeup doesn't make a woman pretty at all. So for me personally, I do believe that I'm all for makeup, but it's just not for everybody, you know what I'm saying? So for me personally, I do believe that makeup should be incorporated by those who truly look good on it, because there are some girls who don't look good with makeup at all. Not bashing anybody, but that's just how it is. So to answer your fifth question, personality or looks? All right, well, let's be logical for a minute. It's mostly going to be based on looks all the time, because you're emotionally invested in somebody who looks good. For example, girls like men who are muscular, have, abs, who are tall or whatnot. Men are attracted to women with big butts or big boobs or a nice pretty face or stuff like that. So honestly, it is all about looks. But it's mostly about personality too, because just because you're good looking doesn't mean you have a good freaking heart, So I believe it's mostly also about personality. So I would have to say the two are equal, because if you have a sexy girl or a sexy guy, what's the point of them being sexy without a sexy personality? So to answer your sixth question, I don't know what PDA is, so I'm gonna skip that real quick. To answer your seventh question about dating, when you're going to go on a date with somebody, ask as many questions as you possibly can, because that's what dating is all about, asking questions, interaction, getting to know the other person. So I do believe if you do that, you actually connect with the person more. Be funny, be charming, be yourself, but just don't go, out of your way to like make any stupid things or do any stupid things, like go for a kiss or sex or anything like that, because it's not going to work at all. So I'm pretty sure you know that by now. To answer your eighth question, any good gaming headsets? The Astro A50s are the best in my personal opinion. I have them, and they're really good. So if I had to recommend any gaming headset, it would be the Astros. To answer your ninth question, my man Paul would probably talk Yamcha to death, because that's he'd probably talk him to death about wood, and that'll be the end of Yamcha. Fuck Yamcha. To answer your 10th question, how's my chair? My chair is amazing right now. I'm really happy. I'm thinking about making a video of me incinerating the other chair. So how's my current chair doing? It's awesome. So to answer your final question, how is life? Life is alright right now. I mean, it's not good, it's not bad, but it is what it is right now, and you make the best of it. So I'm pretty sure next week life is going to be great, because I'm going to be having another wrestling match, so I'm really excited about that. So But overall, thank you for the questions, man. It really means a lot. And I hope you have a great week and weekend, my friend. So anyways, everybody, thank you all for watching this episode of this week's Fan Mail of the Week. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I have a lot to do today, so I apologize for cutting it short. Anyways, everybody, if you guys are fans, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for all the latest news, information, and updates, everybody. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit it up with a like and a favor. Please rate that thumbs up button. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Also, I will be doing a few giveaways, so I really hope you guys are going to stay tuned for that because it's going to be very epic, especially in the next coming months. I'm going to be doing stuff that you guys are truly going to enjoy. Please also don't forget to submit your questions in video format. There's a reason why I'm asking you guys to do that, because I'm working on a very special project for you guys. That's why I need you to send them to me in video format. So I really hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, guys, continue to spread the Dragon Ball Z videos, because I'm telling you all right now, we are getting the word out very little. Slowly but surely, these people are hearing us out, so I really hope you guys enjoyed. Anyways, guys, I have a match coming up this Saturday, so I really hope you guys are going to stay tuned for that. If you want me to upload the match to this channel for you guys to see, along with Evolution Chronicles, my second channel, in case you guys haven't already done so, please go on ahead and subscribe. Let me know in the comment section below if I should just show it here or there. But anyways, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for more, and I'll be seeing each and every single one of you in the next video. Take care, guys. Peace. Oh my god, this chair is so sexy. Thank God.